Hello there, guys. I'm over here with Antonio.
Y estamos aquí con el Calvo.
And Antonio doesn't know who Johnny Somali is.
Honestly, I found out about him today.
So we're going to do a quick little 15-minute reaction by Omezi right here.
I guess today, here we go.
Let's take a crash course. You ready?
Let's learn.
I'm going to hit play.
I got way more heat from my Diddy video than this guy did.
Oh, Chad. Oh, my God.
Baby oil.
En serio.
Or water. I think it's baby oil.
I think that's baby oil, right?
That's crazy.
It looks shiny. Okay.
3 hours later.
He's been banned for doing South Korea and faces 10 years.
Have you noticed this recent trend where more and more creators are making names for themselves, making brands for themselves, and just basing their whole content around being public nuisances? The current biggest face of doing this has to be Johnny Somali, who's been arrested in 3 different countries for just basically being a public nuisance.
So the 23-year-old American live streamer Ismail Ramzi Khaled, also known as Johnny Somali, got arrested for trespassing in Japan.
That's his real name, I guess.
And he made sure to smile and wave to the camera as he was escorted out by the cops. Man, he's such a child. So basically, this is a guy that had been just an annoying in Japan for months. Chief Cabinet Secretary of Japan actually made a statement saying that YouTubers and live streamers need to refrain from violating other people's privacy and causing a nuisance.
But it's not like he did this just in Japan. He also did it in South Korea and in Israel.
Come on, dude. Can I eat your
What the hell? I thought he was asking for the Instagram.
Is that for the number?
No.
Oh, it's not about
to eat her out.
Oh my God!
That's very.
Oh my!
That's the first time I see someone ask that.
He had to do that hand gesture so she couldn't see.
He's like, did you just answer that question?
Oh, you a bad. I swear to God. You a bad.
Oh, I said when we went to Israel.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
I'm pretty sure it's Israel game today.
Baby, I changed your life. I promise you. You a bad right here.
It's a bad question.
Dumping the hot water all over the. Oh, and the new. Oh my God. That's so disrespectful. He's trying to shut up.
Does he play music too? Oh, he's playing music. Wow.
Are you done?
Marking noises.
What is it? I mean, is he playing that?
Go around harassing people, throwing stones, and then what's worse is hiding his hand, acting as if he's not doing anything, as if he's not harassing women, harassing officers, just being a public nuisance as a whole. He's even cultivated this audience that's, I'm coining a new phrase, his train wreck audience that can't turn away because they want to see him crash out so bad. It's even getting so bad to the point where people will donate money just to see if he can do something more extreme. They'll send him like $5 to play whatever message or blast whatever song that he has in public, and a lot of the times it's totally inappropriate. And these people I wouldn't even consider supporters. They're more so hate watching, wanting him to do the most self-destructive things in public so he can get arrested or maybe even hurt. He got arrested in Japan for going on a bus and screaming, "Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we're gonna do it again." And he's referring to dropping a bomb on them, which happened in World War II, which is a disgusting, not funny, distasteful, and downright dirty content. Like, I don't even see how somebody could come up with something like that in their mind and be okay with saying that and going about the rest of their day.
You know why you do this? For
Oh, he's screaming Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Yes, man. Yes, Hiroshima. What do you mean? Where are you from? Where do you know where I'm from? I'm from America. You're from America? Yes.
He's from America.
You're from America. You know what we do to you?
You know what we do to you? That's crazy.
Nagasaki. You understand?
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Where are you from? I'm from America. Where are you from? What's your ethnicity?
Oh, I'm thinking that guy's Japanese.
What's your ethnicity?
He said you think I'm Japanese. I don't think he's Japanese.
Then sit down, brother. Korean, know what happened to you?
Oh, Korean.
Don't, brother. Korean, well, you know what we did to you.
public nuisance or public
Korean
content
War,
has
you know, we
existed
do it here.
forever. And this is something that I've
He's
been
just
talking
starting a
about
fight,
for a
isn't he?
minute. I called it out way back then before I even had a
Speaking of
channel
fight for no
going in this
reason.
direction. But the
For views, huh?
groundwork was laid by content creators like Jadion and Keneal Joseph and DeAdrian Harding. And some of that stuff
I
was
know two of those
totally
bigger
fine.
than-
And people did not take too much into it because it was a joke. It was some sort of laugh, funny, or stuff like that involved in it.
Bro, I'm Johnny Blaze. I got this.
A coconut. I know him. That's
Coconut?
J Dion. He's hilarious. I think he does like mostly like Bible stuff now though.
Bible
Pretty sure.
stuff?
Yeah, like Christian.
I just rolled a gutter ball. Can I go get my watermelon?
He has a Christian channel? What?
No, I had
think
another
so,
one.
yeah.
It was FDA approved.
Then you go from that to that.
Why would you bowl with a watermelon? Dude, Perfect doesn't even bowl with a watermelon. They don't bowl with.
That's the point. They don't do it.
But they have 56 million subscribers. How many subs do you got?
200.
200?
Wow.
200. I don't know who this guy is. Like, no offense, but
I've seen him like once or twice.
I know the other one. I know Canal. That was hilarious.
Is that Walmart?
Dragging us down, bro.
What is the point of this?
That's terrible though. Like trolling people like that at work.
Oh no, he has a disability where he has to hold it. This is my second time getting pressed
He
on
has a
the
disability.
That's my second time.
But eventually, even their harmless acts became harmful. And this is why people like Jadion stepped away from the whole scene.
I did a lot of crazy stuff in my
Oh, you see, yeah, he
videos,
stepped away.
But the one thing I think that haunts me the most
Good job.
is one of my most popular pranks was whenever I snuck into the Gatorade HQ and I deceived the security guards and lied and said that I was working there.
I think he got the
and
fire.
how I was part of the commercial team.
Really?
And I got the prank done, got millions of views off of it. So many people giving me props. But what a lot of you guys don't know is 3 people lost their jobs because
Yeah.
of me. Because I lied and
You
was
got them
saying
fired.
that I worked there, I got 3 security officers fired that had been working there for years. All because I wanted to play a practical joke. All because I wanted to entertain you guys. And that's evil.
And people been criticizing people for doing these public prank actions. I remember when
Cassie, I
Kai
didn't see
Cenat
if
did
you
that whole
noticed
let me
what he
take
did.
change out of somebody that's working at a restaurant's tip jar prank, and people totally obliterated him. But to be
That's
honest with you,
dumb.
those were even more harmless than what we're seeing today. Now, a big thing that I talk
Right.
about on this channel is one-up culture. And I believe that people watched that content and then took it to the whole nother level. We're talking about the Foosies, we're talking about the Johnny Somalis, and we're talking about the Jack Dohertys. And there's a new guy on the scene,
Jack
Trevon
Doherty.
Oh, I've heard of
Sellers,
that
is
idiot guy
so
who
abysmal,
crashed his
but
car
we'll
and
get
then
to him
he-
later.
and
These
then
are
was trying to
people
get
who
beat
Yeah, I
up.
think it
thrive
was
on
McLaren
something
on
that
his friend or
is so
something.
strange and something that should not even be something to be proud of, that it makes no sense to me why they would even feel good at night. And I'm talking about negativity. These people create spaces and places in which negative things happen to them, around them, with them, or through them, through their chat, or whoever. As long as the space is negative, they feel like that is creating content. And I think that's just a reflection of the entire space as a whole. Like on YouTube, the negativity scene is just so popular. However, they take things to the next level. And what they don't realize, and maybe they do, it just doesn't matter to them. Ultimately, these platforms will start laying down harsher and harsher and harsher restrictions. And then they'll
That's
act like
true.
the boy who cried wolf and say, I didn't do anything. This is attack on freedom of speech, until they end up on Kick and then Rumble and then X and then off the internet. Now, because they can't do a lot of this stuff in North America, they've decided to take this to other countries, which I think is some of the most brain dead thing in the world, because these countries are not only used to these streamers doing this content like this. I think it's pretty understandable in the North America sphere that, you know, we have big content creators who can come out in public, make content, stream, etc., etc. Me going out without a camera isn't necessarily the strangest thing, but when they go to other countries like South Korea, wherever they're going, that is not something they're accustomed to, and they're also being disrespectful culturally. And these people have harsher restrictions and guidelines than North America does. These people don't even realize it. I liked when people like Jadion or DeAdrian were doing some of these jokes, because usually they left the environment on a positive note. I think even Kai in those videos would tip people or pay people. I know when I worked with him, he would at least pay people for their time or any sort of inconvenience after the deed was done. But these people set the scene on fire and leave in a negative blaze. And even if Jadion or some of these other creators didn't
Set it
rectify
on
the
fire.
situation
Yes,
right
for
then and
content
there, they
views.
would go back and make whole of the situation after the fact, like the whole Pokimane incident.
We just egg on.
Pokimane and Gideon have released their makeup video. The pair have been on a journey, with Gideon initially hate-rating Pokimane and getting banned from Twitch, throw in some Ninja and Jessica Blevins, but it looks like the pair have finally made up. After images appeared of them sharing a chicken sandwich, they've now shared behind the scenes of the meetup. Roll the tape.
Kept on calling me Dijon Mustard. So at first I thought it was like a little shot at me, but then I was like, maybe you're just obsessed with it. So got you a lifetime supply of Dijon Mustard.
Thank you so much. I feel like he really meant his apology. We talked for like an hour, dude.
Back in 2016, 2017, all those prank videos in the hood were super duper popular. People would go to these dangerous areas, push people's buttons, try to get a reaction, and there's some nastiness in it, but ultimately a lot of these things were harmful, at least on the surface. You see, the community was split back then. Yeah, they were a nuisance, but some of it was fake, like clear fake content just for the outrage or just for the bait. Or if it wasn't fake, at the end of the prank, they would at least clarify that, hey, this is a prank, bro. This is a prank, this is a prank.
What the heck? Stole the guy's hat.
I'm just kidding, bro. We're doing a prank.
Don't play like that, bro.
Why, you were just doing a joke.
Now again, I didn't like any of that content back then. There's so many underlying problems with this. The whole narrative of the hood when they were just around black people. There's a lot to unpack in that stuff, but at least it was somewhat harmless, I guess. I can't really vouch for that stuff, but still, it is totally different than what we're dealing with today. Those clearly labeled as pranks. It's a prank. Today, they don't even say stuff like that. Another problem is that a lot of this content is fake. See, back in the day, Fousey used to do a lot of real pranks and stuff, but now this is seeming to be manufactured content. This is clip farming taken to the highest level. Now, the problem lies within the audience in this regard is because a couple of things. We watch it, we consume it, we talk about it, and it keeps the content flowing, and it keeps people thinking that this is the way to go. It keeps them monetized, it keeps them in business. But also with the audience, they then try to replicate that if they're going to be the next greatest YouTuber on the scene, next biggest on the block. But the sad part is everybody can't differentiate when somebody is clip farming, so it doesn't end up being the best result. And I know that I play a part in the conversation of what content is talked about, what content is made, but to be honest with you, these guys are losers. And I want people to know that these guys are losers. These are the people that you should look out for, avoid at all costs, block, mute, whatever you need to do on social media, and don't get caught up in the clip farming, especially when they make attacks on different ethnic backgrounds, different genders, different minorities, just different people as a whole, and they attack them and use the words content as a scapegoat for all of this nonsense. Now, I'll say this, surprisingly, the Fouseys and the Jacks and the Johnny Somalis of the world have been pretty tame compared to this guy. This is 20-something-year-old Trevon Sellers, who isn't necessarily even creating content. He's just harassing people, and the cameras just so happen to be on sometimes. He's been so bad, and he's done stuff in the US. It's absolutely ridiculous, like making threats on social media and to actual police departments. He's been detained before, and he's come to the point where police are launching full-on investigations, urging people who can make claims that he has harassed them before to step forward so they can put him behind bars for a very long time.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey, I was wondering, are you hungry by any chance, man?
So a YouTuber runs into a homeless guy in the streets of California by a Wendy's, and he's smoking his crack outside of the Wendy's, and he offers to buy him some food.
Would you like a baconator, fries, a drink? Is that cool? All right, what's your name, man? One baconator combo, please. Large fry. To a baconator, man. I was homeless myself, so I want to make sure you get on the right path. You know, you're always able to, you know, get back.
Oh, is he gonna eat it?
You know, so I want you to enjoy this.
What the heck? So he's eating
the homeless guy is sitting there looking at the baconator like he just won the lottery, and this dude eats it right in front of his face. I mean, seriously, how big of a piece of could you be?
Bro.
Like,
What the hell was the point of this?
God, or a fry.
But you're eating
You can't
it.
even spare a fry, you fat.
All right, take care. Have a nice day.
My ultimate thing in this conversation
Well,
is,
what's the
where
point
do
of
these
this?
people see the long-term
What's the point?
success of doing content like this? I know we talk about digital footprint, but this is about building a business. And even
That's a
businesses have
horrible digital
projections as to
footprint.
what the long-term
That's not a
future
good
and
one.
horizons are going to be.
I
You're
don't
not going to
see
be
the
making
point
pranks
of
until
that.
you're 30 years old, or you'll look like Fousey, and we know how he's doing. You'll be deplatformed from all these platforms that don't want to put up with you. You're only going to make the laws and restrictions about filming and recording in public much worse for you. Then once you're forced to do stuff inside, you can only do so much harassing or calling on people from inside your home. What do you think the long-term strategy of this is? I think this is an indication of what society really values, and it looks like clicks and likes are drawing a massive audience. YouTube isn't platforming this stuff. Like, they're not monetizing it, at least. They might let you put the video up, but you're not getting any monetization from this. You're not going to be a part of any partner program.
Yeah,
And even if you do somehow find a way to
YouTube won't
sweep
allow it.
past the barriers of entry to get to monetization via YouTube,
So
you
they
will
started,
be
but I'm
at
assuming
the
some other
lowest, and I
site
do mean the
streaming
lowest
thing, whatever,
CPMs
will probably
possible.
do it.
That's why you see all these videos like Pop the Balloon, the ones that get real super freaky, put those ads in it where people can do their Cash App and get some money or whatever scheme or scam they're running. That's why they have those in there, though. They rack up thousands,
Those
hundreds
corny
of
videos, though,
thousands,
and then you gotta put
millions
the
of
Cash App.
views,
It makes
and they
sense, 'cause
don't make a red
CPM is low.
cent from AdSense. But that's because these platforms are getting stricter and stricter on what they want on their platform, and they're not gonna put up with this BS. You might have been able to make a couple of dollars here and there. You might have your name in the conversations for a video or two for commentary channels. Maybe some kids will recognize you on the street. But this can't be some sort of career. This isn't something that you hang your hat on. This will affect your dating life. This will affect your future employment at any sorts of jobs. This will affect so many things that just don't affect you.
Great
but affect
video,
the
great
creator
video.
economy as a whole.
I mean,
just
it was a
don't
good
understand
message.
why do this. The
Seemed
only
more like a
reason I can
message.
think of is that these people are
I guess he's
addicted to
preaching.
validation. because
Leave
they
a comment
never
below,
had one
guys.
in their
What
actual life. So now
should we
they're
react to
resorting
next? I don't know.
any means necessary
Maybe
to
like
get
a
some sort of
gaming
Gaming
channel?
video, gaming.
Yeah, gaming channel.
conversation.
Why
Should we
not?
do a
At this point,
gaming
I'm
react?
curious
What
to
should we
talk
react to,
about
guys?
it.
Let
I
us
don't
know.
even necessarily
Drop a
have any
like,
video
comment,
besides
subscribe,
something
whatever.
that you probably already
Let
know.
us know if you
Don't
made it this far.
platform
Appreciate
these
it.
people.
Thank you
I
so
feel like
much,
social
and
media
good
should
Take
stand
care.
for some sort of
Wait,
like mental